fabulous opening evening here in front of a thrilled crowd. It's good night from London.
Well, time now to move to our opening track event of the evening. It's the men's 100 meters T54. Kenny van Weegel, the standout in this field, the man from the Netherlands. Gold in 2016 at Rio over the 400 metre mark. He's been collecting medals all the way going back to 2002 over 100 metres. Thailand's Sachon Konjen, fourth in Rio last year, picked up bronze here in 2012. Isaiah Christoph, his hero is Chantal Petitclerc. We may have heard of her before. There is Kenny van Weegel, the man I just mentioned a moment or two ago. He's done everything in this sport. Germany's David Scherer goes in lane 4. Nicholas Almes, who is the Swedish national champion in wheelchair dance sport in 2010 and 11. He goes in lane 5. Esapeki Matila, 11th back in 2015, goes in lane 6. Japan's Tomoki Ikoma from 7. Lu Yang goes in lane 8. The Chinese, who was a gold medalist in this back in 2015, defending champion, who started off as a paracyclist, Mohammed Fahad of the UAE, goes in lane 9. So Kenny van Weegel with a lifetime best of 13.78. He goes in lane 3, but a lifetime best for 13.77 for Lu Yang, who goes as the defending champion in lane 8. And they get away straight away, and van Weegel is the man who gets out very quickly in lane 3, but Konjen on the inside in lane 1, but coming down the outside is Lu Yang of China, who seems to have taken everyone down the outside. It's Lu Yang who takes the win. Van Weegel in second place in 14.10 seconds for Lu Yang, the defending champion in this event. He picks up the win in that one there. The first 3 go through, so it is that man there in Lu Yang who goes through with a season best of 14.09 for him. And it's Kenny van Weegel who goes through in second place. And on the inside there, it was Sachon Konjen who goes through. They are the top 3 to go through. It is, of course, the next 2 fastest who qualify in these 2 heats who goes through to the final. But a slow start perhaps from the Chinese athlete, Vanessa, but certainly coming home very, very strongly on the outside.
Yeah, he picked a pretty slow start, but he picked up speed very, very quickly and took it home from there.
So defending champion goes through in first place. Van Weegel, who, as I said, has been around what seems like for years and years, and it has been, who takes it in second. And Konjen, who came through on the inside, the bronze medalist from back here in 2012. And 4th, just outside the medal places in Rio last year, coming in 4th position. But Lu Yang, he certainly looked as if he was doing it very, very easily towards the end there.
52.14 and Harath goes into 3rd place. Rinku in round 2. That's another monster. It's beyond 50. 50.86 in the opening round. It's fallen back into 5th place. But that might just get him back in towards the medals again. .53.26 and Rinku goes into the bronze medal position.
Doesn't like it. Walks over the mark and takes a foul. But he'll remain in 2nd position. There appears only one winner to this at the moment. That man there. India's Sundar Singh Gujjar. Lifetime best of 60.36. He's ready, off he goes. He's given that plenty. And that's around the 58-59 metre mark. He might have wasted all his energy on that previous throw because it was monstrous. He'll remain in first position regardless. (57.87), so one throw left.
At the last Paralympic Games, I should say, in Rio, Devendra's the world record holder who did win in Rio, who is not here in London. So here comes Rinku, fifth in the javelin Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. And the standard to be beyond 50 metres from this talented-looking 17-year-old. 54.39, the lifetime best. And it's not going to beat it, but it's not that far off either.
So the first time I clicked on the speed halfway during the race, because I had two athletes.
50 metres 86 to set the standard.
When I could see one was getting away, just one little blip.
As we look around the ever-building London Stadium.
Here's our leader, Gurjar, looking to go beyond 60, but not this time. That brilliant throw in the previous round, the 59.42, coming within 2 metres and a bit of the championship record set in Doha 2 years ago. And Devendra, the legendary Devendra, who was winning major medals going back to 92. Gurjar broke the plane deliberately, so it's a red flag. He's still our leader by a considerable margin. Currently India first, Sri Lanka second, India third. 56.28, and Harath goes into second place. Rinku in round 3. Brilliant 53.26 in the second round, and that goes further. That's 55 at least. And it might just be 3 athletes in the subcontinent take the top 3 spots for the moment. Gurjar way out in front with that 59.42. Herath we've just seen with 56.28, and Rinku knocking on the door of the silver medal position. He's back in the medals, he's up in a third, it's a lifetime best. 55 metres 12.
Let's go back to the javelin, round 4. In the men's F46. Gurjar. Well, that is big. He likes that one. He likes that indeed. That's over the 60-metre mark. That is big. He was in first position already with his second throw. Well, that improves it. 60.36. A lifetime best for the Indian, who extends his lead out in front.
Heat 2 in the opening round of the men's 800 metres T38. Nominally strongest of the coordination impairment categories. Abbas Saidi, the 1500 metres World and Paralympic Games champion, goes in this for Tunisia. For Belgium, Basile Mounier, on a day when his namesake Thomas is reportedly on his way to Real Madrid. 7th in the 1500 metres in Rio, never medalled at a major championship. Abbas Saidi has. He's the reigning World and Paralympic Games champion over 1500 metres. Silver in that 1500 metres in Rio. Liam Stanley from Victoria, British Columbia in Canada. Lane 4 for Denmark. Christopher Weinberg, who is 5th in the 1500 metres in Rio. Silver in the 15 in Grosseto. Lane 3 from Cali, Colombia. First major championship, Jose Luis Piso Rincon. And the bronze medalist of the Asian Games in Incheon, Surasak Damchum of Thailand in lane 2. So the first two in each heat to qualify for the final, and the next two fastest will advance. Fastest lifetime best held by Saidi. Fastest season's best held by Liam Stanley. So the top two to go through out of this sextet. Solid start by Saidi of Tunisia out of lane 6 with that 2:02.34 lifetime best. Obviously Michael McKillop's presence will make life very hard for whoever comes through into the final. Saidi trying to cut out in front, and he will do so. Mounier just behind him. Stanley on the outside, trying to go even further on the outside. Piso Rincon in his first major championship is blocking the way, taking second place at the moment, but Saidi, a past master at this, leading the way out in front. Really intriguing first heat, first semi-final we saw in this, where Hooker Velasquez was way out in front, the rest were nowhere, and then suddenly the rest found themselves jostling for the lead, with the Colombian stepping off the track at the bell. And here is the bell. They're 8 seconds slower going through this than Hooker Velasquez was in the first heat, but this is more of a normal pace. 62 seconds they go through it. Saidi with the red shorts, the white singlet on the outside. Piso Rincon also going well for Canada. Liam Stanley, Piso Rincon looking to make a bit of a joust for it. It's only the first two to go through. There's a gap of 15 metres between these three and the rest, who are really struggling, really getting strung out now. Piso Rincon of Colombia, the South American champion from last year, overtaken by Liam Stanley, the twice Paralympic Canadian Footballer of the Year. Saidi back in third place, but he's been here before, been a champion many times before. At the longer distance of 1,500 metres, but Saidi makes his move now into second place, behind Liam Stanley, who's going to take this for Canada quite comfortably. Saidi in second place, Piso Rincon in third, and the winning time 2:05.90 for Liam Stanley. Saidi will go through with him, and Piso Rincon will have to wait. That was a lot more of a normal race, and Liam Stanley, very, very good victor. Played at the last Pan Am Games 2 years ago in the Canadian football team, but a silver medalist in the 1,500 metres in Rio, and he'll be a finalist. And that's a new North American record as well of 2:05.89. It's been rounded down, but good performance by Liam Stanley, Vanessa Lowe.
Definitely. Liam here is part of the 37, so 37-38 is racing together, which 37s have the higher impairment. You see the athletes, once they get tired, the impairment getting stronger. You see them almost limping off the track after the race, so that's probably their weakest suit.
Considerable gap between Stanley and Saidi at the end, but Stanley looking strong enough. Saidi had moved up into second place, and that's all he wanted to do. Automatic qualification for him, along with Stanley.
Well, the T37 athlete goes through, and Stanley from Canada, but that, you mentioned, was a more normal 800-metre race. Yes, it was. With around 300 metres to go, then spill up into a pod at the front of those three runners, but I'm still flummoxed by that word I used earlier, talking about the Colombian.
Well, Stanley crossing the line with that new area record. Canadian record 2:05.89. Liam Stanley the winner, with Abis Saidi in second place, 2:06.99. Piso Rincon, Wienberg will have to wait to see if they go through as fastest losers.
Well, the final heat in the men's 800 metres T38. The man to beat, he went in the first one, Michael McKillop. But we've got 6 more athletes to run as yet. With the first 2 going through automatically. So it's the Algerian Abdelkarim Kray who will go from lane 7. Inside him, the man who came 13th at the last World Championships in Doha, the Japanese athlete Takafumi Igusa. Mitchell Chase of Canada. We saw a strong performance from a Canadian in the last one in Liam Stanley, who took the victory. And there's Daniel Heiner, 2016 European champion over 800 metres, and Dion Kenzie, the Australian, silver over the 1500 metres in Rio, and 7th in this event in 2013. And it's Rice of Spain who goes from lane 2. So first 2 to qualify automatically, with the rest looking to be one of those qualifiers with their fastest time. Been a good night for Australia so far with the world record. What can Dion Kenzie come up with? Well, the way they get, there's the Japanese athlete Igusa, who goes out quickly from lane 6. He takes an early lead with Mitchell Chase inside him of Canada, but Dion Kenzie just gradually moving up there into 3rd place. Nothing major over that opening couple of 100 metres, but there's Dion Kenzie just settling into a rhythm there. Nothing like we saw from that opening race with Hooker Velasquez, who went out at a rate of knots, but it's the Japanese Takafumi Igusa who leads the way with around 150 metres of this opening lap to go before they pick up the bell. He's out in front. There's Dion Kenzie, the Australian, who's in 2nd place. Those 2 would be the automatic qualifiers if it remained as it is, but there's going to be a bit of a sprint finish on, I suspect, from around the 300 metre mark. It's Rice, the Spanish athlete, who seems to be doing very, very comfortably there in the background, and also Chase, who was 9th in this event 2 years ago, who moves now into 2nd place. Dion Kenzie puts on a bit of a spurt there as they go across and take the bell, and he leads by just a couple of metres, but all 6 athletes are bunched together by around 10 or 12 metres, but now they're starting to spread, and it's Dion Kenzie of Australia who goes out in front, followed by Mitchell Chase, who's just on his heels there, and then there is a bit of a gap remaining between the rest of those athletes. Igusa, who stuck out quickly, has now dropped right back into those last 3 places. And can we see what can finish down that finishing line? But Dion Kenzie, the Australian, moves out with a graceful stride out in front. It's Kray who's in 3rd place, the Algerian, and it's the battle on between him and Mitchell Chase, and it's Kray who takes into 2nd place, but Dion Kenzie, well, he's doing it rather easily out in front. He's put a spurt on towards the end as the Algerian Kray comes home, but it's Mitchell Chase in 3rd place. He'll try and keep that form to come up with one of those fastest automatic qualified places. There's Dion Kenzie of Australia who goes across in a time of 2:06.88 unofficially, and it's Kray, Abdelkarim Kray of Algeria, who goes across in that 2nd automatic place. But as we expected there, Dion Kenzie the favourite going into that, and he came out pretty easily, Vanessa.
Yeah, no surprises there that there are no fast times yet. They still have to run a 2nd round. They still have to run a final. Yeah, I say it's a area record, means an Australian record. That's surprising. Pretty fast for a hit.
It was fast because he looked like he was cruising there at one point and actually holding a bit of energy back for when he goes through to the bigger events in the final. But he got a spurt there in that last. I think he had to look up at the screen a couple of times there, and he could see the guys behind him. So around this point, next 20 or 30 metres, he really puts his foot down, and that gets him that Australian record. So a decent enough time from Dion Kenzie as he goes across the line in that opening position. Abdelkarim Kray and Mitchell Chase taking 2nd and 3rd places respectively. There is Dion Kenzie just looking up at that screen.
I'm a bit surprised to chase it up as an area record, because Kenzie definitely ran faster earlier this year. Maybe there may be a bit of a mistake here.
There are various vagaries in the IPC rules. They put it up as an area record for now. 2:02 is his lifetime best, but it has to be under full IPC rules. May not have been, but this 2:06 certainly is.
He'll take it, there's no doubt about that. So confirmation of that result Dion Kenzie with an area record, Australian record of 2:06.87. It is rounded down to and Abdul Kray, who takes the automatic position in second place. Well, time now to move to our opening track event of the evening. It's the men's 100 meters T54. Kenny van Wiegel, the standout in this field, the man from the Netherlands. Gold in 2016 at Rio over the 400 metre mark. He's been collecting medals all the way going back to 2002 over 100 metres. Thailand's Sachon Konjen, fourth in Rio last year, picked up bronze here in 2012. Isaiah Christoph, his hero is Chantal Petitclerc. We may have heard of her before. There is Kenny van Wiegel, the man I just mentioned a moment or two ago. He's done everything in this sport. Germany's David Scherer goes in lane 4. Nicholas Almez, who is the Swedish national champion in wheelchair dance sport in 2010 and 11. He goes in lane 5. Esapeki Matila, 11th back in 2015, goes in lane 6. Japan's Tomoki Ikoma from 7. Lu Yang goes in lane 8. The Chinese, who was a gold medalist in this back in 2015, defending champion, who started off as a paracyclist, and Mohammed Fahad of the UAE goes in lane 9. So Kenny van Wiegel with a lifetime best of 13.78. He goes in lane 3, but a lifetime best for 13.77 for Lu Yang, who goes as the defending champion in lane 8. And they get away straight away, and van Wiegel is the man who gets out very quickly into lane 3, but Konjen on the inside in lane 1, but coming down the outside is Lu Yang of China, who seems to have taken everyone down the outside. It's Lu Yang who takes the win. Van Wiegel in second place in 14.10 seconds for Lu Yang, the defending champion in this event. He picks up the win in that one there. The first 3 go through, so it is that man there in Lu Yang who goes through with a season best of 14.09 for him. And it's Kenny van Wiegel who goes through in second place. And on the inside there, it was Sachon Konjen who goes through. They are the top 3 to go through. It is, of course, the next 2 fastest who qualify in these 2 heats who goes through to the final. But a slow start perhaps from the Chinese athlete, Vanessa, but certainly coming home very, very strongly on the outside.
Yeah, he picked a pretty slow start, but he picked up speed very, very quickly and took it home from there.
So defending champion goes through in first place. Van Wiegel, who, as I said, has been around what seems like for years and years, and it has been, who takes it in second. And Konjen, who came through on the inside, the bronze medalist from back here in 2012. And 4th, just outside the medal places in Rio last year, coming in 4th position. But Lu Yang, he certainly looked as if he was doing it very, very easily towards the end there.
And she's in the lead with 7.85. And it's Ben Kalev in the discus.
For her 5th throw. Ben Kalev trying to get back up there into that bronze position where she held before El Garrar come up with something a little bit special. And she's done just that, 25.83, a new lifetime best, takes her 3rd. Neve McCarthy in 2nd position. Let's head back to the field and the women's discus throw F41. There is the world and Paralympic champion Rawa Talili with her 2nd attempt. Foul with her 1st. What's she got now? Neve McCarthy leads, but that there is very big indeed. Well over the 30-metre mark. She's a season best of 32.07. A world record of 33.38. And it's not far from that. 32.29, a new championship record for the Tunisian. Roa Talili puts her into first place. Neve McCarthy in second position.
It's now 4 centimetres between Ben Caleb and McCarthy, who's still holding on to that silver medal. And if she stays there, it'll be the hardest won medal of her career for certain. Doesn't need the shades. Overcast in London. Doesn't want to be in the shadows in terms of her throwing. That's an improvement. She needed that. Holding on to second place, but now only 7 centimetres between second and fourth, with Ben Caleb of Tunisia 4 centimetres behind, and El Kara of Morocco 7 down. That's a very good throw by McCarthy. That looks to be beyond 26 at the very least. Cool and calm as you like. 26.17. Stays in the silver medal position, but a bit more breathing space.
So the women's shot put in the F55. This is the second round. Guerrero Cazares. 7.29, well that one there is even better, 7.45. She's in second position, equaling her personal best.
Being 41.60. Diana Dadzite of Latvia in the women's F55 shot put. A regular champion, and she looks in champion form here. That is bang on the 8-metre mark. And that will be her best throw of the day. Everything else has been shy of that to date, and they've given her an extra centimetre. She's in the gold medal position for Mao. Diana Dadzite of Latvia. Women's F55 shot put, and this is Castano Salazar of Colombia. Salazar heading out towards 8 metres. Diana Dadzite of Latvia, our long-time leader. Salazar's best 5.757 so far, but Diana Dadzite is the world champion for Latvia. Based in Germany these days, she also a wheelchair basketballer. Erika Maria Castano Salazar with a new area record with a final round throw of 7.77 and the silver. Diana Dadzite of Latvia with the gold, 8.01. Castano Salazar of Colombia, the silver, 7.77, and the new America's record. And Rosa Maria Guerrero Cazares, the bronze for Mexico. For Iran, Mejidi Jamalabadi, 49.80. in the opening round. Ozan Mijini Jamalabadi. Bronze in the discus of the Asian Games in Incheon 3 years ago. That's beyond 50, certainly. It's his first global championship, 28-year-old. It'll put him in the medals, certainly for the time being. We're in the second round now. And it's 49.80, succeeded by a 52.75, and the shake of the head suggests he had more in him. And here he is, Kuznedin Norbekov, the Paralympic champion, and the world record throw of 59.75 to win him gold in Rio with the world record. That's a really solid start. Beyond 50 metres, that's the 55-metre line we can see there. His world record 59.75. Brilliant solid throw to get underway. Puts him in an early lead, 54.73.
After two decent throws to start with, 4 fouls to finish. Guy Henley. 49.46, his best. Well, after seeing a few fouls, we've seen a decent enough one. That's well over the 50-metre mark. So Guy Henley, he might just not be going up one position here, he might be going up a couple. That's big from the Australian in his final throw. 53.59, it lifts him up into the silver medal position, so what a way to finish. That is incredible. A season best, his final throw at the World Championships, and he's now up into the silver medal position. But goes to Brazil, and it's Poland who picks up a bronze medal.
So Todd Hodgetts, who earlier had a world record weight, final throw in the shot put, the T20 to get into the medals, 16 metres, thereabouts. He might just have crept up. Nicolaides throwing 15.95 just a few moments ago to go into the bronze medal position. Hodgetts, has he improved? The reaction says a lot. Pure joy, he's done it by a centimetre. 15 metres 96, and Hodgetts takes the bronze. Mosquera of Ecuador with his final round throw. 16 metres 61, a new South American record. Stalin David Mosquera, a steely final round throw. Beyond 16 metres again. Needs to be beyond that new world record of 17.29 to take the gold. Doubtful it was that far. 16.61 was excellent from Mosquera earlier. He's improved it. 16 metres 72, a new South American and Americans record. Mohamed Zayed Zulkelfi with Brazilians celebrating in the background. They'll be about to be joined by a Malaysian. Zulkelfi's got the world record. He's got the gold. And where that landed for him, it is academic. Remember the name. Another world title for Mohamed Zayed Zulkelfi. The reigning Southeast Asian, Asian Games, Paralympic, and now world champion. And he's world champion for the second time. 16.64 to round off, but 17.29 wins it for him, and it's a world record. So the elongated men's shot put ends with Zulkelfi taking gold for Malaysia. Mosquera the silver for Ecuador, and Hodges the bronze for Australia. So next for Malaysia, they've had a couple of very good major championships the past 2 years. Mohamed Ziyad Zulkifli, the world record holder from Rio and the Paralympic Games. That's a brilliant throw, well beyond 16 metres. And the Paralympic champion has put himself in big contention here. The world champion from Lyon 4 years ago. Bronze in Doha in 2015. It's beyond 16. Is it beyond 17? 1684 is the world record that he holds. That won him the gold in Rio. He's broken the world record. 17:29. Zulkifli's made it happen. Put himself in the gold medal position straight away. That might have won him the gold medal straight away. But it's a new world record with his first throw and only the second throw of the competition. Brilliant. Meters 96, and Hodges takes the bronze. Mosquera of Ecuador with his final round throw. 16 meters 61, a new South American record. Stalin David Mosquera, a steely final round throw. Beyond 16 meters again. Needs to be beyond that new world record of 17:29 to take the gold. Doubtful it was that far. 16:61 was excellent from Mosquera earlier. He's improved it. 16 meters 72, a new South American and Americans record. Mohamed Ziyad Zulkifli with Brazilians celebrating in the background. They'll be about to be joined by Malaysia. Zulkifli's got the world record. He's got the gold. And where that landed for him, it is academic. Remember the name. Another world title for Mohamed Ziyad Zulkifli. The reigning Southeast Asian, Asian Games, Paralympic, and now world champion. And he's world champion for the second time. 16:64 to round off, but 17:29 wins it for him, and it's a world record.
For the throw, 16:64. Time now to move to the track for the women's 200 metres T11, the first heat of two. Lu Ku Qing, defending champion in the 100, 200 and 400 from 2015. Joanna Mazieu, European champion, semi-finalist at the Paris last year. Already qualified for the 1500 metres final earlier today. She'll go from lane 7 and lane 5 on the inside there. Esperanza Gicasso, semi-finalist at the Paralympics, bronze at the Worlds in 2013 and a semi-finalist 2 years ago in Doha with her guide Nicola Ernesto Palanza. And there she is, the defending champion, Lu Ku Qing, with Zhu Dongling. Only silver at the Paralympics last year in Rio, but defending champion, as I mentioned, in the 100, 200 and 400 metres at these World Championships. The winner goes through, the two fastest losers qualify. The T11, of course, the most visually impaired of the T11, 12 and 13 categories, and they must run with the guide. It is compulsory. While the athletes are getting ready, we should mention that Libby Clegg, who holds the world record of Great Britain, is out with injury. 100 metres and 200 metres Paralympic champion, who defeated Lu Ku Qing in Rio last year. Athletes and guides have to be tethered together, and athletes have to move across the line before their guides at the end of this race to avoid disqualification. And away they get at the first time of asking, and it's Lu Ku Qing who gets away very, very quickly on the inside. Doing well on the outside there is Joanna Monsieur and Esperanza Gicasso currently in second place, but it's all about the Chinese athlete Lu Ku Qing, who's racing away down the straight. What can she come up with in this one, because she's going very, very quickly indeed. It's a battle on for second and third, but we know who's going to win it. It's Lu Ku Qing who goes across in a time of 25.72 seconds, so quite a way outside the championship record set by Teresina Guillermina in Lyon 4 years ago, and quite a way also outside Libby Clegg's world record, who's not there. But here's confirmation of the result. It's Lu Ku Qing, 25.71 seconds, and Vanessa Lowe, who joins me, the 242 long-time champion, who's not competing at these games. And Vanessa, you also run the 100, but that 200 there, very good run around the bend from Lu Ku Qing.
Yeah, it was a heat only, so I believe we're going to see a faster time for the final. I was really disappointed to see that Libby wasn't on the sheet today. It would be amazing for her to run here, win a gold medal maybe in front of the home crowd.
Well, Lu Ku Qing will certainly go as the favourite with that easy enough run there. Zhu Dongling, her guide, you'll see just drops back as she gets towards the line, and let's go across a metre or so in front to make sure it's all legal. And she'll qualify through to the final, but quite a difficult skill indeed to make sure that you're running in tandem with your guide. Plenty of work goes into this from the athletes and their guides in the training sessions, and Lu Ku Qing shows there what that training and practice shows. Joanna Majura, who came home in third, of course, running the 1500 metres earlier today, qualifying for the final, so maybe the legs a little bit tired from the end of that race where she had to do a bit of work on the outside there. And Esperanza Gicasso, a semi-finalist 2 years ago, bronze medalist in 2013, left a fair way behind there by Lu, but to be expected given the skill, class and ability of Lu Ku Qing. So here's confirmation of that result. Lu Ku Qing goes through 25.71. Majura finishes in third place, but it is a season best of 27.80, and Esperanza Gicasso will need to wait to see if she goes through as one of the quickest qualifiers in 27.55.
Men's shot put at 20. Heat 2 of the women's 200 metres, T11. After that excellent victory for Lu Ku Qing earlier. Spain, China, Thailand, Namibia represented in this. Starts on the outside for Namibia, Laya Ishutile with her guide Sydney Kamuruma. Bronze in the 100 metres of the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow 3 years ago. There's a strong para element to that, para events alongside the able-bodied. From Thailand, Caroline Wanarumon, alongside her guide Panya Makumjai. 3 medals at the last Asian Games in Incheon. Whole load of successes, mainly in the relays for Zhu Guhao of China. Her guide is Zhao Dengpo. And in lane 1 in the inside for Spain, it's Leah Bale Quintana And her partner, not just her running partner, David Alonso. Formerly a T12, now T11. This is complete visual impairment. Bronze in the 4x1, Bill Quintana at the last World Championships in Doha. Just the winner to go through. And the next two fastest losers, all without the world record holder Libby Clegg, out injured. Zhao with, by a long way, the fastest lifetime best of this field of four. Paralympic 100 meters champion in this stadium in 2012, world champion over 100 following year in Lyon. Silver in this stadium in 2012, over 200 meters, and bronze in Rio. So Bill Quintana in 1, Zhou Guohua in 3, Wonarumon in 5, Ishitile in lane 7. The stadium perfectly still. Only the winner guaranteed of progress. Bill Quintana, Zhou, Wonarumon, Ishitile. And away they go. What a solid start that was by Zhou Guohua of China. She's taken over Wonarumon on her outside already from Thailand. And as they straighten up, it's Zhou's way out in front. Massive lead for her. Wonarumon in second place in the middle lanes. But Zhou Guohua is going very fast indeed. Libby Clegg in this stadium with the world record last year, 24:44. This won't beat it. It'll be fast. Zhou takes it. Second place is Wonarumon. Third, Bill Quintana. Guy might have crossed the line ahead of her. And if that's the case, Ishitile of Namibia in 4th would be advanced. But Zhou Guohua, 26.11. Very, very, very good time, Vanessa.
A very good time to start with. I think we have already great atmosphere here in the stadium. The athletes are enjoying themselves. We have great conditions. It's nice and warm, nice little wind, and I think they are all really excited for the final now.
Well, without a doubt, the door is open. Guramina no longer here. Libby Clegg not here. So athletes who wouldn't have won this title in recent years, but who may have in the past, suddenly find the door flung open for them. And Zhou, nice stride. Zhao Dengpu, a guy right alongside. Similar age, both around 27, stride for stride. Exactly the way to do it in this event of complete visual impairment. Wonarumon is coming through alongside in second place, but a very good win, facile win for Zhou. Wonarumon, you'll note, always has little cartoon figures on her blindfold. Good prospect of her going through as fastest loser. More than likely she's guaranteed to be close enough to Zhou. 26.08, a little bit slower than the opening heat from her teammate Liu Kujing, but good rhythm by Zhou, and nothing to worry about in the end. She's our winner. Wonarumon at one stage was in last position, a little bit of a ragged running style, but once they hit the closing straight, her and her guide Panya Makumjai straightened up, but they have to go a long way to match this perfect rhythm. Synchronicity all the way between Zhou and Ji, and Zhou takes it. So Zhou Guohua wins, 26.08. Wonarumon doesn't need qualify, 27.74. The other two are okay. Bill Quintana with a lifetime best, but eliminated.
The lead is with Mejmej of Algeria at 25.93, a new World Para-Athletics Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for F46 Javelin Men. Please welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by Ed Warner, co-chair London 2017, and Amanda Jennings, Director of Marketing for Co-op. Bronze medalist, representing China, Qianliang Guo. Silver medalist, representing Sri Lanka, M. Dinesh Piranta H. Harath. Gold medalist and world champion, representing India, Sundar Singh Gurjar. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of India. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Championship medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, the World Championship medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the F-38 shot put men.
हमारे को उम्मीद है भारत को इंटरनेशनल पैरालंपिक कमेटी ने रिकॉग्नाइज कर दिया था। मेरे प्रधान बनने के बाद हमारे को रिकॉग्नाइज कर दिया गया भारत सरकार की तरफ से भी और आईपीसी की तरफ से भी, और इसी का नतीजा था कि रियो के अंदर हमारे एथलीट्स इंडियन फ्लैग्स के नीचे पार्टिसिपेट कर पाए। अब 1.5 साल हो गया है मुझे प्रधान बने, और मैं समझता हूँ कि दिन प्रतिदिन तरक्की हमारी टीम कर रही है। लोग ज़्यादा रुचि दिखा रहे हैं, हमारे एथलीट्स की और कोचेस की ज़्यादा मनोबल तगड़ा हो रहा है, और मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारी एशियन गेम्स जो अगले साल के अंदर होने जा रहे हैं जकार्ता के अंदर, उस तक हमारी टीम की और बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन होने की संभावना है। और जब जापान के अंदर होंगे 2020 के अंदर, तो हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि अच्छे खासे मेडल हम अपने देश के लिए लेके आएंगे। सितंबर के अंदर इलेक्शन होने जा रहा है इंटरनेशनल बॉडी का, मेंबर एट लार्ज यानी कि गवर्निंग बोर्ड के सदस्यता का, और उसके अंदर 10 आदमी कुल मिलाकर के चयन होंगे। हिंदुस्तान का कभी भी आज से पहले न किसी ने प्रयास किया न कोई बना, तो पहली बार हमारी तरफ से ये प्रयास हो रहा है, और भगवान करे आने वाले समय के अंदर शायद इंडिया इंटरनेशनल बॉडी के ऊपर एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव भेज पाएगा।
More than good chance next to him there of picking up the bronze medal. Dundas realised that wasn't his greatest effort. Here's Arvind of India. He's got even more improvement. He's currently 7th. .44.92 to beat. That won't do the job. So a foul for his final throw. No improvement there. He's in 7th position for the long jump gold medalist from last year, Hilton Langenhoven.
Round 4 of the men's discus F37 for India, Arvind. It's just a little bit shy of the 45-metre mark. Arvind's best so far, though, 44.92. He's about 6 metres outside the medals, with Bilius in the bronze medal position at the moment, 51.23. Jamalvadi of Iran in second, and Novikov of Uzbekistan is leading. Arvind needs a bit more, being 41.60.
Well, the men's javelin throw, F55, round 3. India's Sunil Hogat. 23.55 with his second. Sees him in 5th position. Not sure that's going to improve much. 23.75, so it is 20 centimetres further than his second throw. So all 3 of his opening throws for the Indian leaves him in 5th position.
These Paralympic classifications usually are T for track, F for field.